Hey everybody, it's me, Starbucks, and I'm here for a quick episode of the SPT show, which is actually mostly an update on the SPT Realism Mod, which just got a new update last night and includes a new melee attack and functioning bayonets for the weapons in Tarkov. Check that out. We've got an M9 for the M4, 6K H4 for the AK-74, and Mosin bayonets for both variants of the rifle, of course, and those fit onto the standard equipment on the end of the barrel and the gas block for both, all three of those actually. I don't think they can be any further customized at the moment, and I gotta say, this bayonet for the 74 is smooth and shiny. This is straight off the factory floor. It looks very nice and clean. And I'm super excited that they're in the game. Not only that they work and that I can affix them aesthetically to my rifle so that it looks really cool, but there's also a new functional melee attack that we can use with all the weapons. That's right, we can now use a melee thrust with any weapon in our hand and make use of the pointy muzzle brakes, the pointy, of course, muzzle bayonet that can be equipped, and even suppressors with pointy ends like the Monster Mini and the regular monster suppressor that are in the game. So let's go to the labs real quick and check out how these perform in the field. Well, in the lab. You know what I mean. Right, so here I am in labs. I'm sure there'll be some activity for me to find quickly enough. And I'll even put on my special face mask to make sure that I can definitely run up on somebody in order to properly test the bayonet, because as you can imagine, I will have to get very close in order to use this new attack, which I've currently bound to the V key. And as you can see right here, it introduces a rifle thrust. And man, am I happy to see that. How many times? I'm like running for no reason because I can't take damage, but it makes me nervous anyway. Ow, because I don't want to get shot. And also it degrades my equipment. Oh, there's a lot. There's two of them. And stab. 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 There's a damage marker. Stab. Stab. Oh, okay. Stab. Stab. Enemy down. There we go. Stabbed him in the thorax. He's not reacting very well to this damage, or to the situation, or the damage. Stab. Oh, 57. Okay, if I aim low, kind of like at his legs, he takes more damage than on his armor, for sure. Doesn't do much penetration. Looks like I'm hitting his arm and it does more damage. Can I hit him in the head? Wow, he is really demoralized by what I'm doing here. This is bayonet bullying if I've ever seen it. Enemy down, and it did register as a headshot. Interesting, check that out. That's the M4, this is the AK-74 variant. Also, if the labs looks different right now, it's because I'm using the filmic tone mapping for Amand's graphics, actually. And, I wanted specifically... yeah, filmic, if you can see right there. I wanted to point that out because I had seen in the comments that some folks were having troubles getting Amand's graphics to work, and, I just wanted to let you know that it is indeed functioning still well in 3.6.1 for me. And, man, this is just so cool. I just want how exciting is that? Can I do it from... okay, no, so it will reset my stance if I'm in one of the stances and I melee. Yeah, okay, cool. And, if I hold, I'll still pull out my actual melee weapon. So, nothing necessarily lost there. Pull out my AK-74. Where's... oh! He's on me! Now I'm coming for you! Whoa, isn't this a weird sight? Just charging an NPC... yeah, well, yeah, an NPC, PMC in the labs. This is normally not in the least bit feasible. I must look like a madman chasing this guy. Oh, he was ready for me. Did you see that? I would definitely have been dead, and I pulled out my axe by accident. Oh, I did it again because I double tapped. I'm gonna have to rebind that. Stab! Hit him with the... oh! Come back! I'm weapons testing. You have to come back. This is very important. Whoa, stop that. Ah! Ah! It just looks like we're having a complete circus of a time. This is ridiculous. Oh, enemy down. Wow, I like, bodily tackled him. Stopped him like a football player. That was amazing. Cool, so it is effective. I think it's got the power... I need to look this up. I need to actually check the site again to be sure, but I think it has the power of a typical bladed melee strike. It definitely has the same sound effect. I think the range is a little bit better because obviously it's the range is at the is beyond the reach of the barrel itself. So that's nice, I guess. I don't really see a time when it would be easy to run up on somebody to use a bayonet when, you know, character behaviors are the way that they are in Tarkov right now. You could easily turn down the difficulty using SAIN, for example, though, and play at night with like night vision or thermal vision on, and probably get a more plausible situation going for using the bayonet. But my thing is that it's just available and a feature of the game in the first place because, I mean, when I think about, you know, close quarters combat with a rifle, I think about probably the necessity, especially in a game like Tarkov when sometimes I can be face to face with somebody, the need to bash, you know? I mean, like, what shooter game doesn't have an actual bash? Tarkov is like one of the only, especially in terms of like such a strictly realistic simulator, you know, the forcing players to actually pull out a melee weapon to attack with. Even though there is the quick strike, like I had actually done before, if I just double tap I can and that's, you know, reasonable I suppose, but I don't know, I feel like if I myself were bodily in Tarkov and having a situation where I was in close quarters with somebody, I don't necessarily know that I would have the muscle time, you know what I mean, to switch over to my melee weapon and swing without dropping my rifle. And I suppose if it was on a sling that wouldn't be a problem, but I don't know, I just feel like things would get jumbled around and it wouldn't be as effective, and it would turn out to be a problem. Can I find another victim? This is Halloween month after all, I might as well get to stabbing. Is it me, or is performance actually a little bit better with that filmic tone mapping on? That might just be me. I'm coming for you! Oh, can't get away from me. Wow, that's a huge backpack and you are really moving regardless. Oh, I missed! Stab! 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 He's trying really hard to open that gate and ignoring me. I could just bully him into the corner. Whoops, that's my phone alarm, sorry about that. Stab, stab, stab. Sorry, Baron, this is very awkward. Hey, come back! Wow, this is really tough. Any moment now. Stop moving. Stab. And stab in the knee. Stab in the knee, don't shoot me! Fantastic. You know what? I would die too if I was being repeatedly stabbed in the knee by a man that did not seem affected by my gunshots. That's something that would definitely traumatize me forever, and probably to the point of inaction, so I would not be able to respond effectively. Man, this is so cool. It's not supremely effective, and I mean, it's not like it's an advisable tactic anyway, you know? Like, this is very situational. So, it was never viable, I suppose, as like an intended method to be able to just run up on somebody with a melee weapon in Tarkov anyways, especially considering how pretty much every entity has a working firearm, and even if it's like heavily deteriorated and it's not working well, or even if they're low on ammo. Every scav has a gun, you know, every scav has a loaded gun, and they have managed to kill me many, many times with those loaded guns, even with armor on, so, you know, it's just so dangerous, typically, to run around and do anything in Tarkov that using a bayonet for its intended purpose, but, you know, rushing up to do so just doesn't seem viable at all. So, I imagine that finding myself, especially when, like, hiding, you know, like, in the dark or around a door or something like that, it would be more effective if I could kind of post up in this way and then... Oh my god! I think I just hurt myself doing that. You know what? That reminds me. Someone in my Discord server mentioned that they actually were able to harm themselves. They, like, managed to strike themselves with their own weapon by being too close to a wall and using the melee. Can I reproduce it again? Because wow, that I kind of like, I was going by and barely clipped the wall and it sort of did that. So if I try to reproduce it, can I... So maybe if the rifle starts to point in that direction? No? No? Okay, well, interesting. I definitely managed to hurt myself there, and I suppose that depending on arm position, it would be necessary to be very careful. Aha! Welcome here! Wow, did you see the range that I had on that? Stab, stab, stab. Man, this is completely bizarre, but I'm so fascinated just that it's a thing at all. So, oh man. Yeah, it's still Still no good to use a bayonet if you're being actively, like, machine gunned by a fully automatic weapon, and also the dude that you're stabbing. Whoops, wrong button. Oh my god. Yeah. Oh, he's stuck. He's stuck running back and forth. Whoops. That pulled out my, my melee weapon. Sorry, man. I didn't mean to do that. I'm running an experiment here. Oh! Right in the faceplate. Dink, 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 dink. Wow, that is not very effective at all. Yeah, you need backup. You need backup something serious, dude. I'm gonna just keep on doing this. You're gonna drop your weapon if I do this? No? Just gonna keep on keeping on, huh? Well, I suppose this is science. Wow, that was a whole lot. Okay. Well, there you have it. The, effectiveness of the bayonet and the new melee strike versus heavily armored PMCs and labs. I thought I heard footsteps back there. I think I do. Yep, I do. I don't think he was talking about me. But he did see somebody and he shot him. Okay, so I suppose with the actual effectiveness of barrel length and bayonet length in terms of stabbing, whoa! That the Mosin bayonet on the end of an actual Mosin rifle would probably be the most effective bayonet because it's longest. And I did see that it was heaviest, so yeah, if these are just being factored as like single melee hits, which is kind of like a pretty low powered, what was I doing, like 60 damage or something against his leg the last time I fought that guy? Here we go, come here. Come here, man. Stab, 57, 57, 67, 72. Of course, 1 versus armor, so... Let's see, stab 72 against the calf, and 4, wow, against the left leg to take him down. So I think what I would like, and of course this kind of has to do with Tarkov as a whole, this just really falls into my need for more contextual animations in general. I would like it if there's some sort of like knockback consequence for the melee. Because that's, you know, that's like the main purpose of the melee strike in the first place anyways. Like, I don't need to kill him on the first strike, but if I can use it to buy myself a little time and give myself a little space, then it'll be way more useful, you know? Oh my god, that was on single fire. How embarrassing. That performance is really good in here, I gotta say. Ouch. My head is taking a little damage of being shot and damaged so much. My equipment is probably like strings at this point. Actually, let me check. Yep, my armor is completely spent on my TV 110. But the helmet is fine. Interestingly enough. There was nothing special about that kill. All I did was use a flashlight and fully automatic M4 fire against that guy. And reloaded. So anyways, that's pretty much all I've got to show you today. There's plenty more coming very, very soon that I'm working on. Like I said, there's a new series in the works, and there's still going to be another regular episode of the SPT show coming this, wait, no. I suppose it'll be this weekend, yeah. So there will be another SPT show this weekend to look forward to, and some more developments next week as well. Thank you very much, SPT mod devs. We appreciate your hard work so much. SPT is so much fun, and I am having so much fun keeping up with the development of all these cool mods, and seeing all the new things that we can do in the game that just make it a more complete experience and much more enjoyable for me. So thank you very much. Let me know if there's anything I can do to help. If you haven't joined my Discord server yet, please find a link for that in my description below. If there's something you'd like to see in an episode of the SPT show, please let me know in a comment down below, or tell me in my Discord server. Or also leave a comment on my community tab, it doesn't really matter. Please like and subscribe, and have a good time. Stay safe out there.